Fame is one of the strangest things humans have ever invented. It can elevate someone to godlike status, or destroy them overnight. We chase it, fear it, worship it, and mock it, all at once. But what exactly is fame? At first glance, it seems simple, being known by many people. But look closer and it becomes something far more complex. Fame has layers, each one changing how the world sees you, and how you see yourself. These are the 7 levels of fame. Level 1. Obscurity. At the bottom of the ladder is obscurity, the state most people live and die in. Here your name means something only to a handful of people, your family, friends, maybe a few co-workers. You can walk down the street unnoticed. You can make mistakes and nobody cares. You live privately, safely, quietly. And while obscurity lacks recognition, it holds something fame often destroys: freedom. Every celebrity, every icon, every legend, they all began here. Leonardo DiCaprio auditioning for small TV roles. Even Mr. Beast uploading videos for an audience of 0. Obscurity is the seedbed of every famous story. But very few people are content to stay here, because the human ego always whispers, "What if more people knew my name?" Level 2. Locally recognized. Level 2 fame is local. You're known within a small ecosystem, your city, school, community, or online niche. You might be the best tattoo artist in town, the top gamer in your Discord, or a small creator with a loyal following. At this level, fame feels intimate. You actually know your fans. They recognize your face, not just your content. But fame here is fragile. If you disappear for a few months, you might be forgotten. Still, it gives a taste of something addictive: validation. It feels good to be seen, to matter. And for many, this level becomes a launching pad for something bigger. Level 3. Viral fame. Level 3 is when the internet catches your name. Something you did, a tweet, a clip, a moment, spreads faster than you can react. For a few days or weeks, the entire world seems to be watching you. You're trending, you're a meme, you're a moment. But viral fame burns fast. Think of people like Rebecca Black, the Island Boys, or countless creators whose names faded as quickly as they appeared. For a short time, they lived at the center of global attention. But fame, at this level, isn't built to last. It's a sugar rush, and when it ends, it often leaves a bitter aftertaste. The silence that follows when no one's watching anymore. In Level 3, fame is no longer a dream. It's a mirror, and for many, it's the first time they see what it truly costs. Level 4. Industry fame. At Level 4, fame becomes a career. You're no longer a fluke. You're a name people inside your field respect. Agents answer your calls, brands take notice, and your peers know your work. But step outside that bubble, and most people still ask, "Who's that?" It's a strange in-between, respected but not yet recognized. Think of actors like Timothée Chalamet before Dune, or YouTubers such as Emma Chamberlain and Marques Brownlee before they broke into mainstream culture. You're visible enough to attract fans and critics, and your influence is growing. You're building a brand and surrounded by opportunity and expectation. Level 4 is also the most common form of fame in the modern world. Entire industries now exist to manufacture it. Talent agencies, social media networks, marketing firms, and reality shows built to mass-produce influencers, artists, and personalities. This is the fame factory, where being known becomes a product in itself. It's where fame is no longer only found, it can be made. Level 5. Household name. Now you've made it. Your face sells sneakers. Your name alone draws headlines. You've entered the small circle of individuals who define modern culture. Every move you make echoes across media outlets and timelines. Fame has become a force field, amplifying everything you do for better or worse. TV appearances, late-night interviews, sold-out arenas, magazine covers, endorsement deals, endless travel and flashing cameras. Think of icons like Beyoncé, Tom Cruise, Ronaldo, and Rihanna, people whose fame transcends geography and language. You've crossed into mainstream consciousness. You no longer need to introduce yourself. The world already feels like they know you. But here's the cost. Control slips away. Every outfit, every post, every silence becomes a conversation. You no longer own your image. Fame does. Level 6. Global icon. At level 6, fame transcends borders, industries, and even reality itself. You're no longer just a celebrity, you're a symbol, a reference point for an era. The world doesn't just know your name, it uses it as a unit of measurement for greatness, success, or influence. Think of figures like Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and Donald Trump. They are not only famous, they are institutions. Their every word can move markets. Their presence can inspire nations. At this stage, your existence is magnified through millions of lenses. You belong to everyone and to no one. But the paradox is clear. The brighter the spotlight, the dimmer your personal life becomes. You now exist in the collective imagination of the global consciousness. Level 7. Immortal or mythic fame. And finally, the last level. The point where time stops recognizing you as a person and starts remembering you as an idea. This is where fame transcends mortality and becomes myth. You no longer exist in the present tense. Your name becomes a symbol that future generations use to describe excellence, beauty, or tragedy. Think of iconic symbols like the Mona Lisa, the Great Pyramids, and the Roman Colosseum, the most famous creations of all time. Or people like Albert Einstein, the ancient pharaohs, or even Jesus. These are not memories, they are myths. Their fame has outlived their humanity. At this level, fame no longer depends on media or followers. It sustains itself through retelling. It is in a state of eternal repetition. This is post-human fame, the absolute highest form of immortality. Most people chase fame without knowing which level they're actually after. They want validation, not visibility. They want to be known, but not watched. Fame isn't a ladder to climb, it's a mirror. At every level, it reflects what you value and what you're willing to lose to be seen. So, before you chase it, ask yourself, do you want to be known or remembered?